Dial 1008. Vision for Dial 1008 is to serve the students of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana by giving them access to quality education without regard to their financial background. The goal is to provide students easy access to the best teachers regardless of their location. To answer any questions they may have via web, smartphone apps, recorded videos or print. Students will also have access to teachers through live classrooms and one-to-one video tuitions whenever they need it. Our job at Webmatics is to bring this vision to life by combining the heart and the mind using the latest in technology. Our success will be determined by how well we connect with students and through them, their parents and the public at large. It will be measured by public reaction to Dial 1008. We want to provide a solution that gives Dial 1008 a vehicle to communicate with the hearts and minds of our clients. Our solution includes the ability for parents to keep track of the progress of their child through smartphone apps, web and email notifications. We can also send news and other notifications directly via push alerts on their smartphones. For those not using the app, SMSs, emails and print updates can be sent. We will therefore communicate directly with parents and through them the general public of the two states. The general public, NRIs and corporations across the world can provide donations directly on the site through credit cards, debit card and net banking. The funds can be used to provide scholarships to students selected by Dial 1008. We have broken down the work to be done into four main parts. The first part is setting up the infrastructure. The main office is tentatively designed for over 5 floors in a 50,000 square feet building. Our team will design a physical plant and logical network layout diagram based on the blueprints of the building. This diagram will show the layout of all physical equipment. It will show the location of PCs, switches, firewalls, security systems such as network attack mitigation systems, phones, PCs, backup generators and all other equipment required across the building. Security is paramount as well, and we will take into account the different levels of computer network access, security and account creation required to ensure smooth operations. Following this design, the infrastructure will be completed. This will include, but is not limited to, network cabling for the entire facility, bringing in phone lines and configuring 250 personal computers. It also includes setting up the video recording rooms and equipment, setting up the server rooms, racks and equipment in the data center. The first floor will have the reception areas plus waiting area with chairman's office, conference rooms and client meeting areas. The second floor will house different departments such as administration, finance, HR, marketing and operations. All systems and software required for smooth functioning of the departments will be installed and maintained. The offices of the directors of Dial 1008 will be located here with conference rooms and equipment for use by management. The third floor is the IT floor. A portion of the third floor will house a data center built to international TIA 942 standards. TIA is the telecommunication infrastructure standard for data centers. A secondary level of security will be implemented to access the server room and mini data center. Separate power backups, air conditioning to cool equipment, overhead cabling, raised flooring and fire suppression systems will be as per standards. This floor will also house the Data Center Management Team and Network Operations Center team. A separate section will be set aside for programming staff and IT department personnel. Equipment, servers, storage area networks as required will be set up and configured. The fourth floor will be the call center housing Dial 1008 agents. Personal computers and phone lines will be set up and configured for each staff member. We will be using primarily Cisco or Polycom phone and conferencing systems. All software required will be licensed, installed and secured on the systems. The fifth floor is designed to house the professors' offices and video recording rooms. Each video recording room will be used by professors to create content and will have high-resolution recording equipment. Lectures on various subjects and solutions to questions and problems in textbooks will be recorded here. These recordings will become part of the Dial 1008 library. Each video created will have logo in each frame. Additional virtual classrooms will be set up for professors to conduct classes as well. A portion of the 5th floor will be set aside and sectioned off for a cafeteria. The second part that Webmatics will undertake is the creation of the Dial 1008 application. Our designers will work on the front look and feel of the site. They will focus on the user interface and the user experience of the site. The website front end will be designed as a responsive web design RWD site. RWD is an approach to web design that allows for easy reading and navigation with a minimum of resizing, panning and scrolling across a wide range of devices from desktop computer monitors to mobile phones. Bootstrap framework will be part of the front end, focusing on an HTML, CSS, JS framework with a mobile-first approach for the front-end interface. An online payment functionality will be integrated into the website. This will be useful as the public, NRIs and corporations can provide funds directly to help support Dial 1008. Confidential data, credit card details and donations made will be encrypted and will meet payment card industry data security standards. PCI compliance certification will be obtained for the website. The back end is the engine that runs the entire application. Our team of engineers headed by Mr. Baines will design and build this engine. The design will take into account the need for handling a huge amount of student and parent data and the need for rapid expansion of the system as Dial 1008 grows. Security will be paramount and confidential information will be encrypted using advanced encryption standards. The databases will track the subjects the student is studying, which videos, questions, training material was accessed by the student, including the number of questions asked, the calls made by the student to professors, and more. The data here can also be used to send out SMSs, emails, or push notifications to smartphone apps of students and parents with news and updates from Dial 1008. Smartphone applications will be developed after the main application has been completed. These smartphone apps will be tested by Apple and Google before being available on the Apple Store and Google Play for downloads. The smartphone apps will give us ready access to students and parents. Push notifications, for example, announcing a class online or informing parents about the progress of their wards, can be readily distributed. Any communication by Dial 1008 can be sent through smartphone apps in real time. Call center software, including a ticketing system that will track all emails coming in, knowledge base and live chat programs will be another part of the solution provided. A student writing into Dial 1008 will automatically get a tracking ID that will track all communications between the student and the professors. In addition, professors can easily view the previous communications with the student and reply to questions raised. Reporting systems will provide extensive on-demand reports to Dial 1008 management. The third part is hosting of the application in the cloud. Once the web application is completed and tested fully, it will be moved from the development environment to a production cloud computing environment using high availability infrastructure and high-speed storage area networks. It can be expanded as the demand grows. High availability virtualization technology will respond rapidly to problems within seconds, even when physical equipment is having problems. This ensures 100% uptime of the Dial 1008 service for everyone. The entire application will be hosted and maintained in the cloud. The fourth part is training the entire Dial 1008 team on use of the system. The staff and professors are the public face of Dial 1008. Their ability to make a good impression is dependent on them knowing how the system works, the proper procedures to follow, and more. They will be trained extensively to use the system to its fullest potential. Through training, the staff can deliver a great experience to students and parents ensuring the success of Dial 1008. Front-end application training. Staff will be trained on how to register students, access student records, identify the best professor to answer a question, and to direct students to recorded videos in the video library. Staff and professors will also be trained on the use of live chat system so that they can chat in real time with students. Staff and professors will be trained to handle questions coming in and also on the use of the inbuilt knowledge base to answer all the common questions. Professors will also be trained on how to use the video conferencing equipment and recording rooms to create training videos. They will be trained to conduct one-to-one video classes as well as live virtual classes to answer questions by multiple students online across the 2 states. Management will also have access to hundreds of on-demand reports. Reports can be customized. They can be used to answer questions such as how many students called in today or last month, how many emails were received, what's the total amount of funds collected by a particular fundraising campaign, and much more. Management can also review comments by the public on how well Dial 1008 is helping the community and suggestions to improve it. Webmatics will continue to maintain the cloud servers, IT infrastructure, and continue to provide ongoing maintenance and updates to the Dial 1008 application. In addition, Webmatics will have a team on-site working 24/7 to provide ready help for staff and professors for a period of 3 years on any IT problems they may have. Our goal is to ensure that Dial 1008 is a resounding success that gets the nation talking. With cutting-edge modern technology and passionate staff, the wonderful vision will be fulfilled. Our children are our future, and their future is their education.